No more drawing for you, Hoff.
Just slap that shit right out of your hands.
Yeah, at some point I will have to build a handout as well that's got an expanded races you know list in case anyone ever ends up re-rolling or finding people.
Well,
But that's
I mean,
like a bunch of effort.
We know salamanders exist, so one step further we need to make we need to find the kitsunes, and then my backup character is complete.
Yeah, well, the reality is I get to be cheeky, get away with a lot of stuff because they just all tend to be tiefling variants in this setting. And I'm just like, I'll steal that stat block, glue half of it to a tiefling, and done again. That was quick and easy.
I'll just make that a feral tiefling.
Yep. These guys are probably back. So, I suppose, trudge back to town is a moderately exhausting one. Let's see everyone in one fucking place.
Alright, I should probably take off that extra HP I have.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. That's not extra HP, that's just my HP bar. I
Have
forgot to
you-
change
as
it over.
your- Yeah, I was going to say your tokens are tied to like your maximum hit points. So if your HP changes on your sheet, then it changes on your token too, and vice versa. If you change it on your token, it should change on your sheet.
For some reason I thought I'd still have the +2 written on there, but I don't. I forgot I used the second bar for that.
Excellent. So as far as I remember, before you even go and do any handing in and talking to people, you'd already handed off a bunch of bits and pieces to the blacksmith, and a week is going to be needed to produce some great beast weapons.
I have a question because a lot of these happen really early in the morning, and not only am I tired, but sometimes I'm drunk. Did we ever find out what happened to that food, or is it still missing?
It is still technically missing. That's an unfinished job. There are theories. There's also Thyri.
That one on bite.
Brew.
At the very least, it was a practice bite.
Can't make it roll down. There we go.
Yeah, you click the word bite next to the damage number, next to the attack number, just like a weapon thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't show you numbers unless you actually want it to show you numbers, which is quite nice.
I think you mean takes up more of my time, but fine.
I don't know, it's space efficient because you don't always need it. Likewise, if someone crits, then you can just click like the normal one, or you get the crit number. It's nice. It's decent. But yeah, Ludwig is following along in tow, tail wagging, and he's doing the mouth open thing, even though there is absolutely no need to. You can't hear him panting. And it's quiet when you return. You'd left in, let's think here, you went in about early evening, so it's probably night now that you're exiting the barrows.
Alrighty.
What you gonna do?
Well, I still have to, we have to sleep in town, except for Thyri.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So just head back to town, I guess. We came in a cart, right?
Theory's cards.
She's got a carriage, but you walk to the graveyard. It's not very far. It's like attached to the town still.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, she totally has the means to get you places fast. She does not need to do so for like essentially what is a walk up a hill.
Okay, I wasn't sure how far the barrow was from the village.
Yeah, it's attached to their own graveyard. In fact, it would have been probably the shortest walk for Jace because it's not too far from where the church is situated, for obvious reasons.
Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna head back to town.
Excellent.
It's cold, and it's time to get dinner.
Go for it. If there are other buildings you would like added, I mean, just saying, I can very easily expand this map and add more buildings to this kind of place. I didn't bother with the church and chapel, mostly for the sake of the fact that it is size-wise, it would be quite large, and all you would be doing in it is sleeping.
Yeah. I'll do a flop in my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have money for an in-stay if it's not going to be Naughty Tango number 2.
Let's see here. Ella does run a business. She's not going to give you free rides, quote unquote, every night, I'm afraid. And I mean, now would be the time to pay in for like a week of having a room or rooms, quote unquote. If anyone's feeling super cheapskate, maybe Thyri will let you sleep on her floor.
No, that was my question, though. Are we really going to stay here for an entire week while there's a carriage missing?
Well, I mean, we could go look for it and then come back at week's end to go pick up Jen's daughter's stuff. That would probably be fine.
Yeah,
It's
that works.
fine.
Yep.
Just
You're not tied to this place for a week. There's just that stuff that you are producing here will be here done in a week. For all you know, you could just fuck off and come back a month later. And she's like, "I've had great beast weapons waiting for you, you lazy fucks."
Yeah, we'll be back, but we still need to find the thing that the Jarl actually sent us here for.
Yep.
I mean, it
Something
was a
that'll get you
worthy,
paid to uncover.
and it was a worthy distraction, preventing undead from rising. So,
Yeah. Let's see here. Is Thyri going to return to Aya? Because she is still waiting on news.
Considering it's evening, I'll probably just go see her in the morning.
Okay, fair enough. She'll just be up in her room, whatever. Okay then. Let's see here. If you would like to pay up your rooms, now's the time to do so. Feel free to take that through character sheets. There are indeed rooms to spare. There's also plenty of food. Elder Selgroth is there again.
cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna. How much for like food and board for the night?
I think it's still in that like downtime list of what the equivalency is.
Is it?
Probably. Almost certainly. It'll be under lifestyle costs.
It just cost a week though.
Okay, so the cost a week is in figures of 7, yes? So it would be a seventh of what that cost is, which is a silver. It's just a silver, and you can have a modest night.
Mind you, that's all converted to 70 economics of...
Oh, oops.
So, I don't know if you want to bump that up to a GP or whatever, but...
Yeah. What is that?
When I make rules documents, I just make them for my games, so...
Yeah.
I got concerned there. I thought Scout was about to ask me to do math.
Yeah. Well, it's like, what is 1 times 7, 7? What is 7 times 1, 7? Let's see here. Comfortable.
Slow down there. You're going too fast.
Yeah, yeah. 15 and go with 21. Actually, I think. There you go. Saved and changed. So yes, essentially gold will get you modest living for a night and also your meal for like that night and also the morning to follow.
8 gold, you saying?
A gold, singular
Okay.
and singular of golds.
Alright, I've marked that down.
Sweet. Oh, since you pay for a week, yes, if you want to retroactively change that number, that would be delightful. Because I am a bumpkin and did not check. Let's see here. I feel like I should make someone do something. Let's have a look here. Which one of you is most appropriate for? Hey, Jeanette, can you make for me a... I don't know what the best kind of check for this is. A Constitution check.
Check or saving throw?
Check, actually. It's not a save.
Starting off strong.
Okay, can you give me a con save now?
First time you don't hold your liquor.
No, actually, nothing so. That would just start at saves and would also be a mundane challenge to her in most cases. No. Jeanette, you're feeling kind of off, actually, now that you've finally sat down and resting. And when you try to give yourself essentially a once-over, you suddenly just feel really ill. You need to go be sick. Do you do so in the middle of the bar, or?
No.
God, then where do you choose for your expulsion?
I don't know. I have my room paid up. Yeah, just like stumble out behind the inn.
Yep, sure. I mean, you got above a 10, so I won't like punish you and be like, you only get halfway there and ruin a nice rug. No, you managed to make it outside. Can you give me a perception check whilst you're being sick?
Perception. I'm so good at that. I have a whole +1.
Huh.
Huh. Okay.
Before it fades away, you detect sparkles. Like it's probably one of the more absurd things. It looks like you must have just swallowed something full of glitter. It's hard to honestly say. When you're sick, you can actually see sparkles happening. It's not like the kind in front of your eyes, but quite literally something that catches on the wind and seems to dissipate.
So Jeanette's just gonna stand there for a bit, just like staring. Just wait, is this another hallucination? The gay zombie.
Yes,
plague.
you've got gay zombie plague now. Game over, man. Game over. Get it?
Electric Six gay bar plays in the background.
Knathis asks, did you blow a fairy?
Everyone knows they come glitter, right? I was suddenly really tempted to pull this party popper. I've had a party popper sat on my desk and the self-control to not burst it because I can't be asked to clean up for it after it.
Wait, what kind of party popper are we talking?
A tube full of black powder and
Oh,
like
okay.
sparklers and shit.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Like, happy Easter disco! Time to fucking ride a kite.
Well, a popper is like a really intense but short-lived high. You're super high
Yes.
for 10 seconds and then nothing.
Yeah, no, I haven't got that. No. 1 second, guys. I need to just figure out what this is like live on the internet.
I mean, is that really the worst idea?
It's against Twitch's TOC, so yes.
All right. So I'm busy vomiting glitter. All right.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah, you're having a weird night. What does everyone else do?
I suppose I'll eat dinner at the tavern and make small talk with the salamander. See what she's about.
Sure. Do you try to pump her for any information in particular, or are you just being nice and social?
Just being nice and social.
Part of me really feels like small talk itself should be some kind of a skill. Do you want to give me a charisma check?
Unlike FFG, there is no like
Carouse.
yeah, just like hanging out. Aw, 5. You have a -1 to charisma?
I have a -1 to wisdom and charisma.
Ouch.
She doesn't so much have dump stats as dumpster stats. It's a larger, wider opening with which to pour in your useless numbers. Tell you what, you tell me, Amxal, you're not really hitting it off particularly well with her. Why is that?
Well, I've never really been the greatest at talking to people. It's kind of a bad flaw from childhood, really. Don't really exactly know what to say or in what social kind of events and all that.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. Maybe she can actually just make up for it with her own particularly not shit charisma check. No, she's not able to lift the conversation on like entirely her own initiative. So your small talk peters out relatively quickly when both of you run out of things to say. But she'll give you a nod and a thanks for the company before she's going to retire for the night.
So nice weather, huh? It's snowing.
It's always snowing.
It's always
100% plagiarized, so you never looked at the UA. Why bother, huh? You think I'm going to give them views? That's like knowing that a piece of news you really wanted to know about is only available on Daily Mail, and you're like, no, I'm not reading it though because it's them and they suck.
Turns out, Wizards of the Coast is run by G-dubs, and they spend all their time trolling the internet and like obscure nerd culture to steal things from.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah, like, I know the fucking lead designer of 5e goes to weird, obscure websites and looks at stuff, so who knows?
Wait, so he's a
Suspicion
one of the
confirmed.
patrons?
He's a secret. He's a secret furry.
It would
Some
not
player did it.
surprise me. Hi, Mike.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, fucking A+, hook us up. We make games. Let's see here. But yes, otherwise that will pass peacefully. Anyone else try to do anything in the night? Ooh, tell you what, Thyri, can you give me perception checks on your return back home?
Is this the how many goblins are secretly in my chimney? Let's see. Perception. Good. Even Titian can't save this shit.
Tell you what, don't forget you've got a cohort now who can do their own checks.
It's true. It's true. I have Ghost Doggo. Ghost Doggo, do you actually have skills? Yes, you do.
He has got skill. I believe I gave him the full skill block. It's not great. Okay. Whilst you're walking, though, 10 will be enough. You're held up for a moment by like teeth snagging, like just sort of possibly like the edge of your coat or the back of your sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that Ludwig is looking out into the trees. There are lights, lots of tiny, tiny lights.
What's wrong, boy? What is it?
His ghostly hackles are up.
Uh-oh. I will pull the crossbow off of my back and call out into the woods. Hello? Please don't be another Almirage.
You hear a giggling noise and then the lights disappear.
Oh, okay, bye. Goddamn kids.
Yeah. Ludwig is staring in its direction for a little bit longer before patting on ahead. Apparently okay with everything now.
It's not the first time Thyri's been harassed by kids from the orphanage or whatever.
Jace, you asshole.
So, she'll just assume it's those little bastards and go home.
Fair enough. I like that in the face of all this crazy shit you've seen, you still like to cling to that hopeful that hopeful lack of paranoia. It's
Yes.
probably just the wind.
Yeah, it's just asshole kids. It's fine.
Yeah.
You will not get Thyri to become fen to your paranoid. No matter how many times bullshit just tries to kill me on my way home.
Yeah, no. All told, it was a mundane thing. I just like to spook people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that night will pass peacefully. You know what I like doing is having the chat decide on stuff. Hey chat. How's the weather today? You have 3 choices. Surprisingly bright and pleasant, miserably dark and rainy, or thick clumps of snow that are obscuring most things and eating up sound.
Well, we know which one it won't be.
You mean a bright, pleasant day? Probably not as likely, but I've known people who really wanted nice things to happen to you, even much to your distraction, and you were like, I'm okay with getting attacked. I'm like, nope, sorry, everyone's being too kind today. Alright, we got one. Savin, you're not allowed to vote on
What? I voted every other time you counted it. God damn.
Yeah, I know. Mud everywhere? Yeah, it doesn't rain mud. It also doesn't rain blood.
We're not full Bloodborne yet.
No, of course not. That would be a little bit too awesome.
Every
um,
every time you ask, we're gonna get shitty weather. You know this.
yeah, it looks like it's a very miserably rainy and grim morning when you wake up. You almost think the sun hasn't risen today just by the sheer weight of the clouds above you. And welcome to another glorious day in the cold north.
Winter.
Yo.
Took you long enough.
Cool. I'm gonna assume that family made you do like good
This
child
is-
Easter shit.
How many eggs did you die? He's trying
you're
to talk, but
talking-
it's
yeah.
not coming out.
Your light is going green, but there is no sound. You have eyes and you have a mouth, but you cannot scream. Definitely can't hear a word coming out of you. Sorry. Dun, 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. And attempt on the 2.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yay!
There you go.
A voice.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. Yeah, did you get dragged into doing Easter shit?
No, I just overslept.
Wow.
That's surprisingly mundane. I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, my family had me go out and paint eggs for all the children.
That's anticlimactic.
Nah. We're not big on Easter in this.
Quite surprised. Your family seems that they're very much the type.
Nah, Christmas is our big thing.
That seems like most people's big thing. Fucking hellish month that it is. Yeah.
But that's when all the good winter beers come out.
It's great for alcohol sales. Just believe me.
Oh no, there's no persuading me on that part. That's the only upside. Personally, I still prefer Halloween because where I get my alcohol, they get their Christmas beers in at the same time as all of their like Octobery Halloweeny beers. So you get them cheap. You not only get it early, but you get it cheap. And then there's also other varieties that are delicious.
Listen, the
I live in
holidays are
Belgium.
the time that the alcohol salesmen in this city rejoice because I buy a full like half of their stock.
Understandable. I'd be pretty fucking chuffed as well if I knew that I would be able to, I could operate at a loss for 11 months knowing that I'd be just pulled right the fuck into the black by like a couple drunken bros.
Yeah, well, because half of my family are the ones you guys know about, and the other half are actual Californians, so it's always interesting come the holidays.
It's always drunk, you mean?
Oh no, half of them are teetotalers, remember?
Oh yeah, right, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. Just terrible.
Me and my Aunt Rochelle get drunk. She drinks Merlot, I drink bourbon, and we watch everyone yell. It's great.
That sounds like the way to actually handle it, yeah. Anyway. Pets, you've not really missed anything. It was like a bit of recap. People are paying up for their rooms.
I vomited sparkles.
Yes, Stray's character vomited some sparkles. Thyri saw
that happen?
mysterious lights in the woods. You're going to have to buy up for a week of living in the inn now because she runs a business. You're not going to get bonus for a straight week to allow you to not have to buy a room and food.
Well, not exactly a week because we're going out to try to find the food carriage thing.
True, you could just buy in a day at a time. But being paid up for a week is always convenient.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I asked the question of everyone else. Is there anything that you try to do in the evening once you return?
That's you, winner.
What? I'm just getting set up here.
That's fine. Is there anything that you try to do in the evening after returning from the barrow?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. That's fine. Don't forget to take off any the words failing me. Money for room stuff, prices in the downtime list. And with that, yes, a new day dawned, and the chat decided that it's going to be fucking miserable out. The sky is dark and grim, so much so you're not even sure the sun has risen behind those clouds. It's a little bit windy and it's very, very wet. But hey, you're alive. That's always nice. How does everyone begin their morning?
Eat breakfast and then head over to the mage lady, Aya, to tell her that we did her errand.
Yep, I start the morning as always, apparently, by bullying the witch.
By what, sorry?
By bullying the witch, just outside of town.
Yeah, apparently. Those fucking orphans always bullying assholes.
I thought you said bullying Twitch for a minute.
Yeah, I was like, I did. I checked Twitch chat, like, no, he's not. He's not done anything. The crux of night lies and sparkles. Hey, Jeanette, can you do a perception check when you wake up?
I guess. No.
No. All right, cool. Good morning. I mean, you feel a little bit off, but otherwise everything is cool and awesome.
God damn it. Because I know what's happening and it's pissing me off.
Yep. I love that it's going to surprise your character. That delights me.
Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna, get breakfast. And then, did we decide we were all gonna meet up with Aya? Was that a thing? Do I know about that?
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Thyri just mentioned that apparently, according to someone, there had been shenanigans going on in the barrows. Whether she mentioned Aya is another matter. Jace would know about her because he's a local. Who else was local? I fucking forget.
Thyri. She has a cabin.
Is it just literally you two?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, only you two really know much about Aya.
Jeanette's from the far northeast, I think.
Yeah.
From
don't
the
forget-
freelance.
And I'm
Thyri,
pretty
you've
sure-
got, someone else that you need to tend to. I believe you have an Almirage in a cage.
Oh shit, that's right. Forgot about that. Yes, I do have my new familiar buddy.
Would you like to try a handle animal?
I sure as shit would. Let's see, yeah, I'm gonna try and get a secondary familiar. Surround myself with adorable animals.
Yeah, magical
Oh
beasts.
shit, son.
What the fuck? Okay.
I am the best at animals.
Yeah, so we're seeing you fucking Dr. Doolittle level shit right now.
It's very
Okay.
Taz-like.
Yeah, of course. You know what? Whilst you're feeding and brushing and petting the bunny, you get the idea that it would benefit from growing accustomed to and bonding to you if you were to essentially apply some witchy magic whilst you do stuff. Essentially expend a cantrip's equivalency of magic whilst tending to this beast, and it will generally be around you in a lot more of a happy capacity. Something that is usually quite hard to just figure out immediately on your own. It twigs to you. You're like, wait a fucking second. These are witch things.
I will use Mage Hand to give it scritches and pets and prestidigitate its fur clean and all that
There
stuff.
you go. Yes, and that's where it really seems to grow a fondness towards you, which it makes evident by maybe while you're doing breakfast or something, you hear a scrabbling noise and then a yelp, and in your living room, or I suppose partway into the bedroom, there is a goblin. However, he's standing very suspiciously still.
Having been turned to stone.
Correct.
Excellent.
You now have a garden goblin.
I was about to say I'm gonna go put a bowl in his hands and put him outside as a bird bath for Titian.
Yeah. Actually, can you roll me a d2?
Sure.
I'm afraid that currently he's in the current pose of holding a pair of panties.
Can I get the panties out of his hands?
You can just about. It takes a little bit of wiggling, but it's going to be weird trying to make him hold like a bowl when there's an expression on this goblin's face that's like, "Oh fuck yeah, I did it," and its hands are like held apart as though it were holding panties now. You could probably like rest the bowls between his knuckles or something, I guess.
Let's see. Maybe instead I will take like some scroll paper and make him a little sign to hold out that says "You're next," and put like doodle a pair of panties next to it and put it outside my chimney or wherever the fuck these little bastards are getting in from.
Yeah. It's just the goblin equivalent of.
I've got a machine
Yeah.
gun.
Exactly. I got an Almirage now. Ho, 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 ho.
Yep.
Alright. So this is the bestest bunny, and I'm gonna need to go into town and buy like a shitload of dog food and a box of carrots or something.
Yep. All right, awesome. So yeah, your morning goes surprisingly fucking well, all things considered.
Yeah, this is a great day. 10 out of 10.
Look at you, you're not but a puppet now. There we go, okay. So yes, the weather may be miserable outside, but there is a spring in theory step, I suppose, and then way back into town. Anything else anyone does in the morning?
Nah. I'm just gonna eat food and then throw on my heavy cloak.
I'd probably just take care of the chapel, since I have nothing better to do.
Yep. Oh, here's the thing. Did you ever mention to the head priest, aka your father figure, that you went into the undead infested barrows and cleansed it?
It's fine. It's fine.
He doesn't need to know. All right, fair enough. Yeah, there's a bunch of housework to do, and your would-be sister is also quite pleased that you're able to help her out with it. Henry is busy being Henry. It looks like one of the youngest one has also gained a pet rock of their own.
Yes.
And they're busy. They're busy showing off each other. They're busy showing off pet rocks to each other.
And you just have a pet Henry, which is basically like having a pet rock.
Yes,
It's an advanced rock.
it is. It is a rock +1.
Now remember, kids, if you treat your rocks really well, maybe one day you'll get a Henry of your very own.
So Henry can reproduce.
I feel like when you're like that epically neutered, it's kind of unfair for you like if you're able to make children. I don't know.
I say that's morally questionable.
Yeah, it's like this is an individual far too retarded for any level of that kind of responsibility, and in fact, all it would be doing is burdening some poor person who I suppose was also pretty morally questionable considering.
I'm not sure Henry
probably
can
had to
give
play like
consent.
Yeah, probably didn't need consent. You're right, actually. This is a whole bad situation entirely, and I'm not going to devote any more of my brain power to it. Poor Henry. But yes. Morning rises, and yeah, Thyri, do you head on down to Aya with crew in tow?
Yeah.
Alrighty. She is very surprised when not only do you like actually turn up in this fucking shithouse miserable weather, she's like, "Oh my, you poor dear, come inside, please. You must be. Oh my, there are more of you. You must all be soaked. Come inside, please." And she'll
Thank you.
squeeze all of you into her little shop, which is a fucking ton of you. All right. As for prices of, oh my god, they're tokens. What happened? You fall into an nth dimension and
Oh
become
no!
squished.
What?
The 2D dimension.
Oh no.
Or 1D
Sorry,
in that case, Jesus.
I should really keep an eye out for people possibly falling into the nth dimension.
So, just some Legend of Zelda shit happened where we just were
Smushed against the wall, too hard with magic.
Yeah, yes, exactly. You
Wow.
did some paint. You did some painted. You hurled yourself at the wall and became a portrait, and then you walked around a weird corner and then unportraited yourself. Incredibly useful power. That game is so underrated. Like holy shit. And yes, I will have a lovely chat. Although I've got you down here in her main room, I haven't built a second floor, but as before mentioned, it's really, really warmly furnished. Like there's a nice big old, like very well used and weather-beaten table, but it is perfectly intact. She puts down a tray of little muffins and will pour everyone tea because she is adorable.
That's how you're expecting us to use our imagination.
No, it's true. And think of your mind palace, but replace all the smut with just it's a really nice place and a lovely time.
But my smut is a really nice place.
It is pretty adorable, but you know.
I mean, can't confirm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that I also is a nice. Her place is a nice place. It just doesn't smell very cummy. It does surprisingly smell of dog girls, though. That's for fucking sure.
We're halfway there. No. So, yeah, I guess while we're eating, I will tell Ludwig to come over here and say, "So, look what we found in the barrow. Say hi, boy."
Silent bark, and then he does paw. I seems incredibly surprised. Oh, why? Aren't you just a sweetie? And she'll kneel down and shake. She has to do so carefully and like it seems very curiously enamored with how it is semi-corporeal. How very strange.
Yeah.
Aren't you a lovely good boy? And she'll give him a scritch. And let's see here. I mean, she is like everyone's favorite nanny type figure. She will totally have some kind of dog treat on hand. Like, you don't even know she had it in her pockets, but there's a dog treat. Holy shit.
It turns out she snacks on them herself.
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising. Yeah,
There's
they're
winter one. It's
delicious.
all
She flicks one at Jason as well, and he bites it out of the air. Does Jason Corning no shake?
Sure.
Terrible, terrible racism.
It's fine. They're both able to be racist together. But yeah, Aya is unable to actually go back into human form, which is a thing that might happen to Jason if he stays hybridized all the time.
I'll
Oh,
go
shit.
with this.
Yeah.
I like that token.
It's a cool token. It's a big old armor balk. Goblins were always red shirts in most people's games. Before that it was kobolds, but now cubolds are a thing, so I feel bad using them as red shirts.
Yeah, now I can't use goblins because Cammy.
Spider Queen!
That thing's got a reek after all that time.
What, the goblin? That's rude.
I mean, I assume in between all those les sessions she doesn't bathe that much. She's a goblin.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Not
Cammy
nice.
doesn't bathe. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
She is, however, also a caster, so she could just press to digimitate.
No, Cammy like objectively just smells horrible all the time.
Fair enough.
Like there was in fact a session in which I believe Skeza threw her into a lake because she smelled so bad and wouldn't leave her alone.
Fair enough.
It's That's why I brought it up. Anyways, well, I lost the shark on what I was going to say. Continue.
Yes. So, did you all go into the barrows then?
Yes, we all journeyed into the barrow, found a unconscious, dead, it's hard to tell, guardian that was there, managed to revivify her, and found a bunch of undead. It was unpleasant. They smell bad. I hate necromancy.
I didn't really know necromancy was much of a thing. I've decided that I hate it too as well now. Very frightfully wrong for fooling with the dead like that.
And, again, unsanitary.
That too, yes. Although, considering the usual interment rites, they wouldn't have had flesh on them.
No. Though there were some that were, I guess, nailed to torture wheels. And Thyri will, like, point out the window to her carriage where there's a couple of bone wheels just, like, strapped to the top.
Oh my. I did not know that was a thing that happened down there.
Oh, it's just a thing that is supposed to keep the church and the tomb safe, but if you don't go through the proper procedures each year, they get cranky.
So it would seem. Why, I'm glad all of you are okay. This was more dangerous than I had originally expected. I knew that someone had been rummaging around there. Do you know who was responsible for this?
Not
silently shifts
really.
there to Thyri.
No? No ideas? Is it related to that carriage going missing?
Well, we
No
don't know what's
idea.
happened to that carriage, though. There was the body of one of the cultists that attacked Sarmond. At least I think they were part of the same group.
And don't forget the woman claiming to be your sister.
A sister Thyri? And she will look very pointedly at her, knowing, you know, her race.
Just colon bracket.
I see. Maybe we'll have a talk about that later. I can understand you're probably reticent to be grilled about such a thing at this point. On the other hand, I have something that might be of maybe more uplifting news. I have a little money and some goods squared away for doing jobs far too dangerous for me with these odd legs. And she'll give you all a smile. Please enjoy the tea and muffins. I will go and quickly have a look for it.
Yorm.
Mlem. It's like they're mini muffins as well, so they're obviously like all one mouthful of fare. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, she's not gone for massively long. She leaves for her own actual bedroom, picks up something, and then heads down into the main shop. You can hear like, I don't know, most of you have got pretty fucking incredible hearing. At the very least, those of you with the more pointy-eared familiarity can hear her unlocking something. There's a little bit of rummaging around. When she comes back up, it's with a small, looks like, you know those bookcases? As in like a box that just holds a book, not a bookcase. Okay.
Yes.
I hate that the fact that the word case actually applies twice-fold in this setting. It is a box that is roughly book-sized, made of wood, and she'll open up the top of it. Inside is a small pouch of coins. She confesses she doesn't have much in monetary ways, but she has some goods that are, as you would expect, quite a lot harder to sell around here. Like, not massively required, so she'd be happy to give them away as rewards. Which, in my mind, is the far more acceptable canon for why do you have magical shit to give away and you aren't selling it? Like, because no one here would buy it. Who would like to be the first to roll me a D100?
Yes.
God, no, I'm fucking rolling.
No, you'll get one. That's incredible! What the fucking shit? You're the worst at D100s.
Or
unabashed worst at D100s.
You should join our Warhammer 40k game on our side.
Yeah, a low number on a D100 is like an incredible feast for the eyes. Like, those ones would have been the kind of crits that blow off a Chaos Knight's head or some shit. Alright, so Jace, you reach into the box for reward first, and you pull out it is a potion of... I have lost it. Awesome. I had literally a document of like loot to give players, and I've closed it instead of moved it to another tab, and I can't withdraw it because I've closed other tabs since. Awesome.
Potion of Doggo.
Potion. Maybe it'll be in the thing here.
I'd take a potion of Doggo, but
Potion of Bork. No, it is.
potion of Bork skin.
Not that.
Awakening.
No, I'm afraid not. No. It is a potion. That's a really funny one. A potion of mind reading.
Well then.
Drink it, look at Jeanette, do it.
No.
don't. That's like so when someone like in a fucking Lovecraft game looks into the Elder Beasts and then they are driven insane by looking. Yeah, I would make you do insanity rolls if you tried looking into an actual crazy person's constantly shifting mind.
Okay, so can Henry get something, please?
Alright, he can also have a potion because I imagine he knows how to open the thing and drink the thing.
Look into Henry's mind. I like beer.
Oh wait, that's bad because the one I just rolled up was potion of poison.
Oh no.
This concoction looks, smells, and tastes like a potion of healing or any other beneficial potion. It's actually a poison, mastered by illusion. No, okay, I'm not giving you a potion of poison.
Yeah, so Henry picks that one up and she just slaps it out of his hand like, no, not that one.
No, yeah, she probably does actually do that. Not that one. That one is not... Okay, how
that
about...
one I'm saving for my ex-husband.
No, this is the second one. I only needed one on the ex-husband. I'm quite good at making them.
That's how you became
He
the
gets
ex.
a potion of necrotic resistance.
Oh man, that stuff is glove cleaner. Yes, excellent. I want that now.
Yeah, so you get a potion of necrotic resistance. Something that was originally quite hard to sell, but now undead are happening. She's like, I might have to actually step up production on these. There you go. That'll be in Henry's sheet. Who wants to be the next to roll a D100?
Suppose I'll go.
Alrighty.
Wait, should I be rolling D100s? 97, 97, 97, 100?
No,
think we're
everyone
all
gets
getting
them
to
for
do it,
themselves.
so.
It's the onus is on the own player. Alright, Natalie. You get... Ooh, very neat. You get a blade oil of angry fire. You apply the blade oil. Angry fire. Apply to weapon for 4 attacks. It deals an additional 1d6 fire damage. There you go. Alright, who's next?
Sure.
I'll go.
Oh, go ahead. Holy
Oh.
shit!
Fuck. Alright, I gotta get an extra table out.
Well, now I've seen both ends of the spectrum. I think that's the first
Yeah.
time I've ever seen someone roll on 100.
You don't play enough D100 systems.
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
What happens in Warhammer if you roll a 100? Do you just explode?
Let me tell you. So, I've GM'd a lot of FFG games, and what right now we're doing Rogue Trader. And so what was supposed to happen is something called a stern chase, where they were trying to get a mass conveyor, literally the slowest ship in the game, and they were trying to get it to safety because it was owned by the Mechanicus, and they were in the Heathen Stars, where basically sorcerers have taken over the entire system. And so, yeah. So for my stern pursuit, literally trying to catch up to a mass conveyor, which was in their own system, I rolled 3 97s and 100. So one of those ships is actually disabled. One ship fired on the other one and destroyed it. It pissed me off so much. Because remember, these are sorcerers running the ships, so when they're trying to assist using sorcery and you roll 100 there, one of them
Just
accidentally
random
summoned a
bad
great.
shit happens.
One of them accidentally summoned a greater demon.
Oh, well, good. A greater demon, even.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, bad things just happen when you roll 100. Like, if
Because-
it's just on normal attacks, it's like your weapon breaks, or depending on the weapon, your weapon explodes catastrophically.
So yeah, it was 97 on Perils of the Warp, and then 100 on it was 100 on Perils of the Warp, and then 97 on like warp effects. So 97 came first, which meant I had to roll on the bad table, and 100 on the bad table meant Greater Demon, which just turned out to be Hearn.
Excellent.
Yep. Alright, so, Jason, you pull out what appears to be a small, like, wooden plate with a rune scribed into it, and her eyes will light up in amusement. She goes, "Oh, that! I'm very proud of that thing there. You see, if you give that to a blacksmith and have them burn it during the forging of a weapon, it will imbue it with a greater amount of magic. Quote unquote, it will make the crafting of a masterwork weapon into the crafting of a +1 weapon."
Well,
They are
shit.
incredibly hard to make successfully, but I'm very proud of that one.
Run that down
I
to
hope it
Jen's
will be of
daughter.
use to you. Yeah, if you give that to Jen's daughter and have her pay to like make a masterwork weapon and burn that in the forge while she's making it, then it will come out as a +1 weapon.
I mean, aren't we already having her make stuff?
She is already producing, but like literal magic stuff. It won't stack, but this literally means for the cost of a masterwork weapon, you get a +1.
Ah,
instead.
I see.
I haven't actually asked her to make anything yet.
That's true. You are bereft of gear. In fact, you're technically down a sword because one of them broke and you had to take one, and then you also took an extra in case that one breaks too.
That was smart of me.
Sadly, Hearn showing up happened off screen because we were busy
Yeah, I was
escaping in
about to
another
say.
part of space and time. So we didn't even know that all of that shit exploded. We were just like, why aren't they chasing us?
I
We're
rolled
getting away so easily.
Yeah, I rolled so badly they couldn't even get to the stern chase part.
Yeah. Literally, we were panicking because we were like, how are we going to move this thing in time? All right, everyone get ready to do some like really crazy bullshit maneuvers to try and just squeeze a little bit more juice out of their engine, etc., etc. And just no one showed up. We just left.
Yep. Because the mass conveyor has a speed of 2, as composed to a capital ship which they're in, which is a speed of 16.
Yep, literally 8 times faster than them, and I believe about 7 times more maneuverable. So we would be able
Yep.
to, in the time it took them to travel like a unit, we could actually keep up with them and drive in a sphere around them. So, yeah.
So, yeah, the video isn't me telling them what happened. The video is me sobbing into my mic.
Yep, we did not even know what was going. I didn't know a greater demon popped out actually.
Yeah, well.
That's
Rip.
delightful.
Maximum rip.
Well, when you get back, you'll find out about it, but...
Yeah. All right. Who wants to roll the next D100?
Fine. Sorcerer fight in Only War. First time I bring out a really good leveled Psyker. Immediately Perils of the Warp and does like 15 uninterruptible damage to herself. And then that was just her battle shot her in the face, which I was controlling.
Thyri, for you, she says that she will help you scribe something new into your spellbook or grant you a new ritual.
Ooh. That'd be super great.
Spell.
Yep.
Is she back at the dome?
Theory is tome or chain?
I am Pact of the Tome.
Yeah, so you have a book that you can actually have the stuff written into, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, not
Yep.
chain? I thought that's where you got your familiar.
Nope.
Yeah.
I got my familiar from Pact of the Tome, which lets you find familiar as a ritual anyway. So.
Yeah, it's just that's why Titian doesn't have an attack, because he's just the mage familiar version of familiar instead of the chain version of a familiar.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Warlock's literally just better than wizards in every way.
Yep. Except only having 2 spell slots.
That's true.
Which
like
you
that
get
is
back
their...
every hour.
Yeah.
When you just like sit down and take a nap.
I mean, like, late game I get to feel awesome because I just get to continuously fucking huck out spells, but early on, like, a warlock just feels like everything better. And because, I mean, they are.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it does level out eventually in that I can start throwing around sick, hot, mad, nasty shit, but not yet. But yes, she will write in a spell for you or help you put in a new ritual.
Cool.
It is additional and will not take out any of your known limitations to how many spells you can have.
Oh, so I can have a new spell known, like for
Correct.
casting.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yep. She is very good. She is probably one of the few people in this setting who are capable of doing that.
Well, let me go go look at some things. I'll get back to you
Yep.
on that.
Yeah, I figured that you'll probably want some time to look over it. Also, story-wise, it gives Aya some time to grill you about your mysterious sister.
Yes.
Without like outing you to the party.
That would be nice.
All right, who wants to roll the next?
Do it, Stray.
For once, please let my RT rolls be in here.
No, it's going to be transitional properties. It's going to be real fucking
Right.
low.
It's gonna be a 1, and then tomorrow it's gonna be nothing but 90s.
Come on, show us.
Ha! Oh god.
Oh,
Well,
I just feel bad.
I
Jesus
blew my
Christ.
one good D100 roll for
For the
our
next
game tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
well, and that's my new character too, because the character I wanted to play got slapped out of my hands. So now she's just going to explode in confetti. Gonna take one step out of the base.
Incredible. Just incredible, honestly. I don't know how you do it. Alright, let's see here. That means for you... can you roll me a D2?
Nah. Oh, man.
That just means it is a scroll instead of a potion.
Ah.
Which you can use, yes.
Do you need to have, like, use magical device for that? Is that a thing in this setting? For using
No.
scrolls?
I mean,
No.
use magic device isn't a skill either, but
Well, never mind.
It's just you need to be a spellcaster, if I recall correctly.
I
And
can
you
cast
have,
spells.
you have spell levels and stuff. So
Yeah.
yes, you can use one then. Excellent. Let's see here. All right. Roll me.
A D100.
No. I know better than to give Stray another fucking D100. I just started looking up D&D 5e and it also completes a deep goose. No.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, was that just you rolling more dice? I see. Okay.
Just out of curiosity.
One,
Watch me
two,
roll
three,
100.
four, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Even
Can you
worse.
roll me a D8? Cool. Oh, it's going to be Cleric. Interesting. So I will probably pick a Cleric spell that moves along with Bard, so you can do it as an Arcane caster. So let's shift you over there. All right. Well, they have a lot of them in common, actually. That's quite neat. All right. D2. And then a D10. You get a scroll of charm person.
Huh. Alright.
you attempt to charm a humanoid you see within range. They make a wisdom saving throw. They do so with advantage if you're fighting them. If it fails to throw, it is charmed until the spell ends or until you or your companions do something harmful to it. They regard you as a friendly acquaintance. However, when it's over, they will know they were charmed.
Are you kidding? I don't get to spell magic? Fuck you, Artificer.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I should take Dispel Magic then.
That might be a good choice.
Yeah, I think I'll take that. Seems like a good choice.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
There we go. Is that everyone who's got one now? Let's see here. We
Henry is also born under the bad star.
Yeah, I believe everyone's rolled for loot.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Poor Henry. No, he does get the potion. She makes a mistake and gives him the potion of poison. Oh no. Yep, awesome. Great. Well then, y'all got your loot, and you also all gain 15 gold pieces. She does confess those beforehand that she doesn't really have much in the way of actual money, but hopefully those will set you right. In the meantime, she will ask if Thyri will stay for tea and scribing.
Yes.
She'll assist with that.
Oh, before you go, Miss Anne, I have a quick question. Would you be able to tell what a command was on a gear stone if you saw it?
The command word on a gear stone.
Not command, but not command word, but like the actual what it would force a person to
the
do.
compulsion.
Oh, as in you have a geas, but you don't know the compulsion used for it?
It's a geas bone shard that was surgically implanted in Natalie.
Oh my. I don't honestly know how to detect what the geas might have been. Is it still active?
I imagine it would be if it came in contact with Natalie again. I have it sealed away.
Interesting. No, I'm afraid the only way to know would be to identify it whilst it's active. I can't just look at it and ask, essentially, what is it you're meant to be doing? I would get essentially just a null reading. I would be able to tell you, likewise, that it is a gear stone, but unless I know what the gears... Unless the stone is actually currently trying to enforce said gears, I have no idea.
Might not be the best idea, unless when her blood touches the bone shard, it compels her not to let it go. Fortunately, she did not know it was inside of her because she had been drinking so heavily. So I was able to remove it without either of us knowing what it did.
I suspect that lack of knowledge about it is what has kept you safe. I would advise not trying to test that theory. Should you ever end up triggering it again and having it trapped in your possession, then you are welcome to come to me. I will inform you of what the gears is meant to be. But
Well,
I must confess, I really don't think that is a very good idea to try.
yeah, I certainly don't want that thing back inside me.
Understandable. Is there anything else that I might be able to assist you with?
I have nothing.
Very well, then. I would offer to allow you to wait out the rain here, but I don't see it stopping anytime soon.
I'll just go back to the inn and get something to drink to warm the bones.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Right. Thank you for the help. I shall take my leave.
Yep, she will see you politely out.
Agreed.
Sure.
So that's our only choice at this point.
Get your warmth while you can.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Ah, very handy. Of course, yes, you are Undying Nerd.
Oh yeah,
The strongest
it's
warlock
such a
class.
such a useful UA thing. I'm gonna put Jeanette out of business. You monster.
So you can still blow people. Oh, wow, savage. Fucking savage. Yep. Yeah, you were inflated essentially by by your meeting with the Jarl.
I think my healing is a bit more potent, so I should hold off on doing that unless someone's really injured, because it's a 3d8 with my healing now.
I have to keep track of how many days because in a couple more, Thyri will be able to realize, wait a second. There is something demonic in here.
I mean, but would she?
I figure that a witch is probably familiar with the risks of not utilizing safe sex.
Well,
I think the white witch has dealt with enough of other people's boners to understand what happens when one fills one with boners and pours out all their boner juices in.
And then the recipient of said boner juices starts like puking in the morning.
Yep.
It's like, suspect.
Yep. Alrighty. Burn. Alrighty. So yes, once you guys have got your piece, essentially, if you would like to shift forms out again, I've little issue with the matter.
Alright, yeah, Thyri will pop back to tiefling form. Nope.
Doo-doo-doo. Cool. And yes, she will let you everyone go. It's very pretty. It's a shame that you have the need to hide it.
Again, tiefling Thyri is much more intense than her human appearance. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tiefling Thyri is a serious fucking mofo as far as like the differences in appearance are concerned.
Yeah. And that's why Thyri's magic is so incredibly effective at, destroying people.
Yeah.
It's like, she's actually meant to be really scary, but she chooses to, disguise herself as a cute little nerd, because that's who she feels like she should be.
So as the orphans say, there's a reason she's a witch.
Yes, but nobody knows. Trans nerd, yes. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so yeah, once Aya starts asking, Thyri will relate that the person who seems to have been responsible for killing the cultist and reanimating the Warforged Guardian down there claimed to be her sister, though she genuinely doesn't know anything more than that.
I'm very curious. Considering that she knows you then, I mean, I hate to ask such a thing. Is there some kind of family tie then to these occurrences, these mysterious, I suppose, eldritch events?
I don't think so. My quote-unquote sister seemed to have killed the cultist responsible for raising the dead, so I don't know if she has any relation to what's going on here, or it was simply a coincidence that she was there when he was going about said business. She seemed to be interested in something else, a pink orb of power from the workshop underneath the barrow.
The workshop? I've never been into the barrow's very depths myself. Interesting. It could very well be that it is also division in the ranks. If you're looking for objects of magical potency, then who better to travel with, I suppose, than beings capable of necromancy?
It's possible, but genuinely don't know, and she disappeared before I could ask her anything of value.
I'm very curious. By the way, which spell is it that you would like?
Oh, dispel magic. That might be wise to learn. My sister seemed to be a master of shadow magic. Being able to neutralize it might help if she decides to become hostile again.
A useful spell in most cases as well. Even more mundane magics can prove to be quite inconvenient unless dispelled. Alright then. And she will fetch a bunch of scribing tools and a couple of reagents here and there, and also a very, very large tome. It looks a lot like yours, but it's like probably double the size and thickness.
Yeah, actually filled with rituals, while my nerd book is like 3 pages long.
Yeah. In fact, could you make an Arcana check?
Sure. I can do that. Boop.
Motherfucker is an Undying Warlock.
Holy shit, what?
Yeah. That book is quite literally one of yours. It has physically grown in order to keep up with her. You suspect that's why she knows you're a tiefling?
That'd make sense. I will mention as much. I always thought you were a wizard.
Well, once you're progressed enough in the field, you start to make it very easy to look like a wizard. And she'll pat her massive fucking tome fondly. When she opens it up, you can see that there is a lot of writing, and like probably the earliest spells in it are written in like a relatively like broad text, like a slapdash writing that gradually develops into a like a more neat, like I suppose, like, yeah, you know, chemist scribing. Whenever a chemist has to do writing, it's all that fucking really neat, blocky. And then you compare it, of course, to a doctor's note, which is an ineligible fucking monstrosity. Yeah, she's got an incredibly, like, it becomes a very neat, cramped script as it develops through time. You can literally see, like, just, you know, ages of development in that thing. She will rifle through a few pages and they will drift open on Dispel Magic, and she will assist you in scribing it.
Fascinating.
Oh yes, assuming you stick with the same book, they develop on their own.
Oh. I guess I have one more reason to admire you.
Oh, shucks. I'm just an old bird who's been at this for a long time.
Alright, so Scriby.
Yep,
Make some
scritchy scratch
potions.
scratch.
Yep, Scritch Ludwig.
Yep.
I guess her being a warlock explains why she wasn't like, ghost, when I brought Ghost Dog up.
Yeah, no, quite literally, she has been an Undying Light Warlock. It's why she knows you're a tiefling. It's why ghost dogs don't freak her out. It's why her service was actually going down into the barrows beforehand, but, you know, she's getting old and doesn't want to go in there herself anymore. Yeah, she does a lot of... She probably used to be, like, the witch equivalent that you are now.
Have taken her place.
Yes.
And when she is gone in some distant time, it'll be old hag Thyri that just moves into her shop. Time to learn about mathematics, children.
No!
Nerd life. Alright.
Yeah, okay. You can add Dispel Magic to your spells known.
Sweet.
Alright. And yeah, assuming you're there long enough, she will also, you know, prepare additional tea, etc., etc. And later to spend some chill out time with with professional Warlock lady. And I will call you into that? Because presumably you don't go back outside in
Yes.
thief form.
Yes, I'm gonna, re-up on disguise. And,
Yep.
kind of feel bad taking Ludwig around town, so I'll probably, tell him to stay in the carriage while I go fetch the rest of the party.
He does silent whine, but will do as told.
Don't worry, I'll see if I can get you, like, a little bone out of there.
Seems to appease him successfully, continuing to maintain his good boy rank.
Alright. I will indeed go to the tavern, round up the party, see if Ella has... Or actually, no, not Ella, Reliash, or whatever his name is.
Yep.
We'll ask if he's got any, like, leftover bones or scraps of meat he was going to throw away, because I got a dog now.
Oh, okay. You have a doggy. How lovely. I will go and fetch you some bones. I'm afraid we use most of the scraps again for producing stews and broths before we drain them off. But bones, we have bones.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. He'll give you a fond smile, like lumber on up into the cooking area and return with some bones. He's even managed to find a couple that have like a few scraps of gristle hanging to them as well.
Aw, yes, motherfucking gristle.
Yeah, fucking. Just like, none of us would be excited about that fucking dog. Fuck yeah, gristle. Fuck yeah.
But knowing who my loyalties lie with before Ludwig gets any of that, I will let Titian pick the gristle off like one of the bones.
Fuck yeah, motherfucking gristle.
I have so many animals, Jesus.
Yeah.
You're just turned into Taz now.
Yeah. No, I'm beyond Taz now. I'm just Snow White.
Yeah.
Just like got my bunny, got my ghost, my unicorn bunny, my ghost wolf, my magic raptor, and my 2 incredibly generic horses.
Yep. You're more like Dr. Doomany.
Yep. Alright.
Anyway, Scout.
Pardon, sorry, pets? You sound all far away.
Better?
Yes.
Yep. What's up?
We need some house rules and masterwork. There aren't actually any in 5e.
I believe very recently there have been
Nope.
Someone produced a...
Nope.
I mean, there's the rules that I made up, but those are just straight from the old playtest.
Sec. I am fairly sure that I have been shown a UA with Masterwork stuff in it. Let's see, it might be in Station Manor. Yeah, UA martial equipment.
What?
Huh. Oh.
Here you go. And second page, masterworking.
Oh, sweet.
Oh no, that's the armor cost. Where's the weapon cost?
I mean, that's not official. Yeah, that won't work.
150. It isn't official, no.
Oh,
Third
I'm just
page.
shy.
No, 150 gold is the masterworking for a weapon.
I think I'm just shy of that.
You shouldn't be just shy of 150.
Then I missed it. Putting
Oh yeah, did
stuff
you
in
get the
somewhere.
payout from our loot from earlier this session? It was, I think, 183 gold, or 180 gold and 3 copper, or something like that.
Fuck, man, I just keep adding stuff into the inventory. I don't actually remember. I know we just got 15, and then at the beginning of the session we got an amount of gold.
That's fine. I have the chat logs.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through that.
Let's see here. After selling gear and trading in the gems, you each make 182 gold and 8 copper.
There we go.
And do you have the previous, like, platinum pieces and gold from beforehand?
Oh, that's right, we divvied that up. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't think I recorded that in.
7 platinum and 14 gold.
Thank you.
What was that from?
I can't remember. It was end of last session.
Those were the pouches in the pouch of 100 GP.
17 platinum. What happened to all my
What?
platinum then?
7 platinum.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Hold on. Is that the stuff that was on the loot table?
Yeah, that was the loot with just the pouch of 50 PP, the pouch of 100 GP.
Right. So that was all divided up into the 800 something that we all got.
Oh, okay,
Or
that's fine. So
180.
yes, you all made 182 gold.
Yeah. That was all included, plus
Yeah.
selling all of our gear and all that.
Yep, excellent. But yes, a masterworking weapon is 150 gold, and a masterwork weapon gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls.
I knew it.
Yeah.
And anyway, I just need the price, honestly, because I'm going to get a +1 weapon out of it.
Sure, whatever a weapon's price is, plus 150.
Okay, so that's 165 for the, masterwork. What? Mom's like, you're paying money? And I'm like, gold pieces in the game, Mom.
Fucking jeez.
What?
Yeah.
My mom doesn't understand what I'm doing right now, apparently.
Ah, you're doing some of that devil worship, I'm sure. It's pornography, Mom. I'm doing pornography. It's easier to explain than D&D. Yeah, okay, so you are currently in Watchland, and so far as you know, the caravan was supposed to take this route here, the right road out of Watchland towards Overland Keep.
Okay, then in that direction we shall go.
Alright. Let's see here. The weather is currently very shitty, so your journey is going to be a little bit slower. Still fast because you're on a carriage. Let's see here. Can someone give me a perception check? Someone give me a survival check, please. The other players there, we'll count them with both being advantage because there are enough of you on hand to be competent at this.
I will
Someone with
the survival.
Cool.
and someone with actual ranks in perception.
I also have ranks in perception.
Well,
You
don't
can't
want
do
my
both. You
-1.
can't do both jobs at once. It's one or the other. So someone else will have to do the perception with advantage.
Winter,
Yes.
what's your perception?
Trained as I'm aware.
Is it
4.
like okay?
Cool.
So yes, better
It's
than a
good
1.
Yep, good perception. You might want to be the one to roll that. You are given advantage, which is a good thing.
Yeah, wow.
All right. So, very quickly as you go along this road, I'm going to say you probably get to here out of like the main cropping of trees and close to the water. Jace, you recognize that the water level here has been... It's definitely risen quite a lot in the face of this weather. It's still higher up on the banks than you would have expected it to be. At the same time, let's see here. Jason, you spot that there are a few felled trees not exactly far from where the bank is at its highest. It looks like something was hauled through here.
Perhaps the wreckage of a carriage.
It is a possibility. You would have to like actually stop and hop out and take a proper look around, which might take some time considering the shit weather.
Better safe than sorry. It might be a track or clue. Might as well do it.
Cool. Just quickly make like a field to throw you guys into. Do not expect some like shit to attack. It's fine.
So encouraging.
Yeah, totally. No, I mean counters for us. This
I
actually.
mean, have you seen my pep talks? I'm especially proud of those.
Yeah, I see them.
As we're getting out, I'm going to give one of my healing elixirs each to Jason and Natalie.
Thanks. This should come in handy, but hopefully I won't have to use it.
Hopefully.
Just Henry said. Why is
Thyri
just
will
Henry sad?
reach into her bag and pull out a cookie and give it to Henry.
Ah, he gets a thing too. Bully. Just grab all of your tokens, which are scattered to the ends of the earth. Yeep. 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 Not in the dungeon. That's not where I wanted to copy you to at all. Holy
The
shit.
dungeon.
The dungeon. And let's reveal an area. And pull you over. No, not that one. Further along. There we go. Fight all the bunnies again. More bunnies. Okay. Let's see here. That there is the water side. I'm going to put you in this box and leave you at it for a moment while I actually set this map up properly. Would you like to make, in fact, what kind of checks would you like to make to try and case this scene in front of you? There are some felled trees, which I'll pop down a couple of.
Investigation.
I was about to say investigation.
You're probably
Alright,
better
who's
than
doing checks and who is assisting? Please make sure you're aware
I
of that
will
stuff before you
assist
do any rolling.
Jeanette, because she probably is better at that than I am.
I have a 7.
That's 5 better than mine.
Okay.
Could I use survival to see if there's any tracks around?
Survival would allow you to do tracking, yes.
22.
I can do survival.
Felled tree. Very squat
Wow.
felled tree.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Winter, what the fuck is happening to you?
I'm getting good dice today.
Let's see here. What the shit fuck? Okay.
I'll
You reached deep into that luck jar.
You did.
roll nature to see if it's some kind of animal.
Holy shit.
And Henry's helping.
Is he doing a help?
Yes.
All right. So first of all, we'll go in order of people who've done checks. There's a 22 investigation. The very first thing that Jeanette notices is that there is indeed evidence of things being dragged through here. It is hard to tell because of the way that the rain has really, really, really fucked and just made a whole muddy mess. But there's stuff like the smell of possibly like old burned things that have been hauled away. There is otherwise a studiously like clear lack of any signs, which probably stands out most of all. Like besides these drag marks through the mud, which you estimate in a couple more days will be completely gone. It just looks like any old fucking stretch of road to you, or studiously like it will become any old stretch of road.
I'll point this out.
Yep, it's too fucking normal. Jason, you are able to very, very closely track the signs of this, like, covered over crime scene, as you are very quick to figure out what it actually is. And I need more carriages myself. I'm gonna have to invest in doing that shit. That's a premium asset. Fuck you, game. Oh my god. Whatever. I'll just draw one. See if I give a shit. I'll fucking show you roll 20. You get enough of my money as it is.
That link, though.
Just reveal the old buggering thing. Out there in the water is something submerged.
Is it a boat?
No.
Yeah.
Correct. However, you're going to have to go into the water to look at it properly.
Is it?
It's freezing cold
It
though.
is. It is freezing fucking cold and will require checks
So
to
I don't
stay
get
in
my
it without.
Wait, hold on here. I think about this. Guys, I have a potion of cold resistance. I could just drink that and go in there, couldn't I?
Yep.
But before you do, we don't know if there's like an undertow. How about we tie a rope around you first?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on here. Before we decide that, I'm jumping in. Jason has the better perception. Yeah?
I have a +5, but I'm worthless at rolls, so.
And, well, I'd like to point out, is covered in fur.
I was about
Alright,
to
fair
ship
enough.
down, honestly. Lose the fur, now I get it wet.
All right. Well, hope someone with good strength and good eyesight.
So me.
I feel it's one of those
I got
qualities.
those.
You do. You got what it takes.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So-
make your dismissions.
What? Yep. And we'll just like produce rope and then give the rope to Henry and Natalie.
I already in action to see if anything other than Jason submerges or.
Just comes out of the water. I'll
Alright.
shoot an arrow at it.
What's the effect of an augury?
You get a D&D. You get a full magic.
So I basically get to say it's bad, it's good and bad, or it's nothing of the above. Oh, that's excellent.
It's a Dark Souls message from other players.
Yeah, try jumping. It's
Yeah,
but
only
try butthole.
only like
Wheel.
100th of those are actually useful though.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but still, that's like 1 out of every 100 is useful. Literally all of them are try jumping or something equally dumb.
Try tongue butthole. Keep trying, skeleton.
Don't give up, skeleton.
Don't give up, skeleton.
Yeah.
Okay. The outcome will be both good and bad.
Make it double.
Booby trapped, maybe?
Or maybe he'll just get caught up on one of the hinges and just drown.
On that tree, it is secure footing right now. Tell you what, with that massive survival check from Jason, if it were to like be really, really heavily struck, maybe it might come unrooted. But as footing, like just for standing on it, won't screw you. Excellent.
Shit, I'd probably have to ready a crossbow too. I can't actually reach out there if there's something attacks. 5 foot out of my range.
Now, swim's covered under athletics, isn't it?
I'm sure it'll be fine though.
What's
That's-
Natalie's athletics check?
7.
One higher than mine.
Yes, but your perception doesn't have a -1.
It's very true. It's true.
All right, athletics check and a perception check, both at disadvantage. In fact, no, the athletics check is not at disadvantage because you have a potion protecting you from the fucking miserable cold. It is
In
still,
fact, I have
however.
advantage on it. In fact, I just have advantage on it anyway.
Oh, right, excellent.
And yeah, we did do the rope thing. Just like to point that out.
Okay, all right. So yeah, athletics check then, and it is not at disadvantage, and a perception check that is.
Is the perception check at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Oh man, god damn it! Before you, oh, too late now. I was going to give you inspiration for the perception. It would give him a. Oh yeah, we would just bounce it out.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to move yourself into the water, please?
Cannonball.
Over to the thing, or just into the water?
Into the water and start moving. I will tell you when or if to stop.
Start swimming, boy.
Yeah. Okay, and stop. It takes until you're that close to actually make out the shape of what you're looking at. Headed like further downriver is evidence of like more carriage, like broken wagons and caravans. Like the tops of them have been completely ripped off by the looks of it, and there are holes in the sides. What you're looking at is obviously the most undamaged one. It is submerged and stuck very firmly in the ground, which is very, very muddy. The water, which, you know, during this season is, I mean, it's warmer than it would be because they're fed by underground springs around here. It is still very, very murky and quite cold, but you can barely feel it thanks to that potion. There is a hole in the side of this caravan. It is hard to make out anything else about it until you get even closer.
Hmm. So, yeah, I
Alright.
move closer.
Okay, you can see that there is some signage, although half of it has been smashed by the hole that's in this carriage, which is, let's just get my little drawer thing right here. And that is the hole in the carriage. It would appear to be signatory, like as food from Ashenhold itself. Which makes sense. It went through the southern city and then continued around up towards the outpost. So this definitely belongs to the missing carriage and caravans. Yes, there is a large gaping hole in the side of it. From where you are looking in, there is no light source illuminating it. Do you have dark vision?
I don't think so. Yee.
Excellent. You hear a little splunk. And can you make another perception check at disadvantage, please? Although there is light, you can see into it now. Something else might be about to
I have
happen
low
for you.
light vision. That's what I have.
Oh, you have low light vision. Then you're not this close. Just a perception check, please. Fucking excellent.
Wow.
All right, you see it and are able to react before it is too late. There is a figure moving around inside there, but there are other smaller things, and you can hear them swimming before you see them more than anything. You also hear a musical voice go, "Oh, a little hand, please."
Oh
But
dear.
more importantly, you see one of these things sort of swim around the back of the carriage. And you see another one. Let's see, probably here. And there are more out there in the water that you cannot make out. Currently, they are under the water's surface. I'm afraid that Jason's probably the only one who can see them right now. Let's see. You know what? You did get a 19. You see very, very briefly the individual who was inside the carriage.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
And also wants to eat you.
Probably.
I'd let her eat me any day.
Hey.
Oh my.
And can everyone roll their initiatives, please? There is going to be a surprise round in which Jason can act during it, and then we will resume at normal order afterwards.
Do our ready actions go off?
You can't see anything yet, so no.
I rolled above 10.
If I remember correctly, that says ready attack any monsters that come out of the water with an up arrow, and then an up arrow.
Yep.
So they would have to leave the water for that, I'm afraid.
Okay, so Jason, what you do is just uppercut them.
Oh fuck! One of them is very quick. Let's see here. This might not be a good one for you right now, guys. One of them is hella fucking slow, so there is that. Great. And you know what? I will put her on there. There you go. And I'll even let you see her one. She's also hella slow. Alright, is that everyone on there? Sweet. Alright, so oh wait, that one should be 23. Not that it matters. Alright.
So slow.
Of course, everyone rolls better than me, and I'm the one who has to warn everyone.
It's true. At least you get to go in this. Because you saw at least two of them. And they won't have like advantage on hitting you unawares, which is also really good.
Fucking
Because if they get to attack you from stealth, then you're fuckoed. That's gonna really hurt for you.
Goddamn sneak attack having monsters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you hadn't seen them, that would have been really bad fucking news for you. All right.
That's a cutie, Savin.
At 7, I'm going to assume does not hit you as this thing bolts at the water with you, shiv in hand. And another one. Does a 24 hit you?
24 does hit me.
All right. Five damage.
Even get past my DR.
Yep. So it digs a knife into you. Oh wait, don't forget, are you wearing your armor right now? I don't know that you are.
I think I took it off, but a 7 still doesn't hit me.
Yeah, 7 still doesn't hit you.
But I still have DR from being
and
a
you
werewolf.
also still have DR, so yes, you are fine. They swing at you. One of them, who does manage to actually land a blow with his weird-looking shiv, fails to penetrate your tough fur and flesh.
I think I still have an armor of 13 right now.
That's pretty good. All right.
An AC, that is.
And you hear another one swishing up.
I don't know.
This one, however, is going to trigger some ready actions when it bursts from the water at Thyri.
Excellent.
So would you like to roll those attacks first?
Oh shit, son.
Oh my!
I'm just gonna also trigger its once a day, add my charisma to it, so 9, 10, 13 points of damage.
Fuck.
And I assume it triggered mine as well.
Yeah,
For
everyone
3.
who had already. Further 3. And further 5. Wait, how much did you do in total there, Savin?
13. Or sorry, no,
Okay.
hold on. It's 5, 6, plus 10. Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, that's actually a huge modifier.
No, I am retarded. Never mind. 10 damage.
You, between the three of you, nearly kill it outright when it leaps from the water at Thyri.
Just leaps from the water and thunk, 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 thunk.
Yeah, thunk, thunk, thunk.
If only we could have done a little bit
Does
more
a 20
damage.
hit you?
Yeah, it does.
And you're shivved for 5.
And then he explodes.
Oh wait, no, you didn't see him when he did the attack, even though you got your red aids. Let's see here. It means that's supposed to be with advantage, but I mean, it hit you anyway. But I might crit fish with him.
No, fair enough.
No, he does not get a crit. So yeah, he hits you for 5. And how much does he take?
A lot.
All right, the water gets really, really hot
Holy.
as you deal more than twice its health. Well, sorry, it dies by more than twice its health. That is negative 23 out of 20.
Doesn't it gotta roll a DC 15 for half?
I don't think it matters.
It's so dead anyway that it's inconsequential. It had to take another like 3 damage to die.
Wow.
So yeah, you blast this thing. It immediately smells like fish stew. It screams.
motherfucker
In fact,
attacked
it
the
doesn't
wrong
even get a
motherfucker.
chance to scream. It just is turned to cinders and smells
Goddamn
of
water
food.
goblins! I'll hunt
Stop
its
stealing our
corpse into the
panties!
water.
Yep, it will collapse back in again. Off the turn timer you go. Alright. Alright. Another one is moving and will reveal itself. But that was its whole turn.
Didn't you skip?
No, I did not. This is technically still happening in a surprise round.
Oh, okay. I was very confused.
One has already died in the surprise round. Congratulations. Jason, you do get to go in this round.
Since everyone's used their reactions on that one guy, I'm gonna pop up and warn everyone, hey! Help!
Alright, cool.
Help,
Don't
help,
worry,
I'm being a
Jason.
prick.
I'm coming. I'll jump into there.
What? Just haul him in.
Oh, that works too.
Alright, would you like to make an attack? It is a disadvantage because they're underwater completely, so your swing will also have to be submerged. And you're not using a piercing weapon. Actually, wait, you're using a longsword, they can pierce. Pretty sure.
Can they?
Longsword deals
No.
slashing.
They're usually
Oh, is
slashing
it just
damage.
slashing? Oh, it's just slashing. Alright, no, yeah, then it's disadvantage.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll attack, that one.
Okay. No.
Just
It deftly swoops out of the way. And totally another one. You see this one like is halfway out of the water. It is on top of the caravan and looking at the rest of you. It is uttering something guttural in. Does anyone actually speak Goblinoid?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, it is speaking something guttural, and it sounds mean-natured. And another
It's
voice
just
goes,
cursing at us.
"Oh dear, please help me." And you're gonna get attacked again, and this time it's advantage because he gets his full attack with a friendo next to you, ganging up.
Since when is flanking a thing in 5th edition?
Because they have a ganging up thing. It's not that it's it's. I'm saying flanking. It's not called flanking.
Pack tactics.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
18
Yep.
for 7. Does it actually get through your DR?
That is 2 damage.
Whoa.
Foul bastard. Alright, and the other one is going to try likewise the same thing. Probably hits that. And 1 whole damage. Take that. I bet you're feeling bad now, Jason. I've got you on the ropes right where I want you. Natalie, your guy.
Okay. Jason, do you want to be pulled in?
No, let's just fight the water creatures in their own environment. It's
Yes.
totally fine.
Alright, athletics test if you want to haul him.
Alright.
Henry's helping, so.
Alright, athletics with advantage.
Hey!
Fuck, alright, you can move him 20 feet.
It's basically to the edge.
Yep, you are, and since you're forcefully moved away, it doesn't incur any oppies. In fact, she
Alright,
pulls so
yeah.
fucking hard for a moment, it just yanks the breath out of you. Luckily, your head
There's
gets to crest the water for a moment.
With a nat 20, does he skip on top of the water like a stone?
No, he's a
Aw.
little bit heavy for that, but he does get yanked the full allowable distance and hit the muddy riverbed.
Now, there's a lady under there that says she needs help.
Or she's working with them.
It's entirely possible.
Probably the seconds. Just think a bit.
We
Yeah.
don't know that. She might actually need our help. We'll find out here in a little bit. And
Natalie, are you
Hoff,
moving
you
at all, or taking a bonus?
She won't in,
I-
underwater.
I will not be moving, but I will get my greatsword out.
Okie dokie.
Sort that out later, but let's get the monsters away from that cart.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. What does this one do? All right, attacking pie. And it is seen that attacking Jason does nothing, and is going to climb up the branches here. And attack
Yes,
Thyri.
good. Fight me. You saw what happened to your little friend?
It didn't actually. It was underwater.
Well, see what happens to you now.
24.
Ow!
That's actually in his crit because it's a 19.
Oh,
for him.
Jesus.
This little shiver-majig. I mean, it's... Nine whole damage.
Whatever.
Jesus. Alright. Are you able to rebuke him as well?
No, that's only a once per day ability.
Oops. Alright. He has at you a shivin' good one. And let's see here. Alright. Jeanette.
Frog Pete! Oh, wait, no, we're good. Everyone calm down. We're good. Deck safe.
Okay. You know me and deck. Oh, is this the one that's on the branch or in the water?
On the branch.
On the branch, okay.
Woohoo!
You hit.
Way to
You hit
go.
an attack. You hit this creature in the face with acid. It does a lot of screaming.
Good one, Stray.
I did a thing.
You did it. Jace,
Just did it.
they're everywhere. They're coming out of the goddamn water.
Okay.
We've
Ellie is going to move up
danger
here, and he is going to chug a javelin.
Alright.
At
That hits. Oh wait, he's underwater right now, but it is also a piercing weapon, and you're close enough. Yep, alright. Yeah, you hit.
max damage. Yeah.
Clink.
And then Jace is going to use his sharpshooter ability and shoot on the one on top of the caravan.
Oh, I fucking love me some Death Clock. Murder. You're gonna shoot that one? Alrighty.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, do you just shoot Thyri?
Roll a d100.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Oh god.
that's above 10.
It is above 10. So only one bad thing happens to you, and it's your string breaks. You're terrible at tying strings.
So what is it? An action to restring him?
I believe so. Do you have bowstrings on you?
Nope.
Then it's not an action at all until you handle that. So you're gonna have to get that looked into, or make a new bowstring.
Jace,
or buy
fuck!
one. Thyri!
Hey.
You had sproing?
Well, this sucks a little bit. Let's see, what can I do against this little bastard? This guy's still underwater, yeah?
Correct. There's nothing masterwork about your clumsy fingers.
Well, let's see what I can do here. Do, do, do. Fuck is the range on Chatter? Or rather,
20
the
feet.
radius.
20 feet.
It's 20 feet? It's it's a 10-foot radius. Even better. Okay. Perfecto. Then, yeah, these 3 gobos, water goblins here, are going to get shattered. Just going to
Okay.
hurl a bolt of sound in the water and kaboom! Like a depth charge going off.
Alright, no
Like how
constitution
they
save.
do
Get
fishing in the south.
him!
Also, Jason, can you do a constitution save? Because you are actually in range since it's a shadow spell in the water.
Are we doubling the range or something?
Yeah.
Con save?
Yes, please.
Let's see, hold on. Well, yeah, I'd rather hit you than hit the strange lady, so...
He doesn't care.
No, sorry, I don't know that Thyri is all entirely down with how sound works in water. How often have you used shatter in a lake at a creature?
It's true, it's never happened before. Boom! That should only be the 4. Don't mind that.
Let's see here, 16, 13, 11. So 1 passes and takes half.
For a 13.
13. Oh my god, and since I did it in order, that would actually be this fucker, so it kills him anyway. And you kill the other 2.
Yay.
You also, it's loud enough to
Wow.
hear from even up there. There is screaming from inside the carriage, and it is rocking and rolling onto its side. The one up here is going to make a check to not fall the fuck off of it. He does not fall off of it. He ends up probably stood about here. The person inside is knocked around, and the carriage essentially shifts.
Oh gosh.
Oh god, I can't select things. This is the worst part, because I drew the color on. Put you in the GM layer so that I could box this whole thing. And then back into the GM layer, and to the map layer. There we go. Look at that, smartly handled.
Good job.
Yep, and it's now on that part as it moves more into the water. And also, can you roll me a d100?
Who, me?
Yep.
65.
The tree below you shudders. Your footing is a little bit uneven, but it does not come fully unwrenched and end up drifting into the mud.
Whoa. That was not the best idea I've ever had.
But it was fucking radical.
It
was cool though.
I died being
So
fucking
who's
awesome.
dead now?
These three are unconscious.
Not seeing any X's. Okay, I see them now.
Yep. Yeah, that one, oh, there was hella fucking smoked. There is a completely alive one on top of the carriage, and there is someone inside it who has done some squealing.
Oops.
So is that so is the other guy in a place where I can see him to hit
He
him?
is stood on top of it.
Chill touch.
Cool. You succeed.
Oh,
And you were... Oh, and it's necrotic. It's not actually cold. It makes gross squealy noises as a chill hand of shadow digs into it for a moment. Jason! Or should I say... You've just been yanked
fully
real
submerged in
fucking...
the rain, guys.
In fact, right now, can you do me an extra constitution save? Mop. Mop. Mop.
Oh,
You
oh
can't
no,
hear
I'm
it.
deaf, huh?
You've been deafened by the blast. In fact, look, it's the perfect person going, Mop.
Where's my armor? I'm gonna try to get that back on.
Takes 10 minutes.
I know it's gonna take a bit.
Isn't your armor plate?
It's chain.
Oh,
Takes 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Never mind that then.
See, getting it off.
Well,
is
it's not like I got anything better to do. All the enemies are in range, and I'm not going back in the water yet.
So everyone gets to see, a admittedly muddy, soaking wet, naked Jason climb back out of the water and start trying to pull on some clothes.
At least try to do it
Yeah.
with not within my sight.
It's waving around in Jace's face specifically, while he tries to restring a bow with its broken string.
Well, it's not like it's anything Jeanette or Viv haven't seen before.
Yep.
I was
You
more
got,
like
you got
watching
you got to
that
see it.
point.
You got to see it meat spinning, while he was getting plowed.
I was more thinking in the lines like, I'll fucking shoot them again.
You also, you don't want to be responsible for more friendly fire.
I had just assumed in that orgy everyone fucked everybody.
Entirely possible. Everyone fucking everyone. Alright. This one here is let's see, does he pussy the fuck out immediately? It's almost certain, but we will see. Oy.
You rolled a 4.
I rolled a 1d100 into a 4. That's really weird. I think I did /R as well as had square brackets. So I rolled a
Yes, I see
result.
that now.
So it's still the same thing. It's that 4. But I rolled a result as though the result were just an integer. That's very interesting.
Huh.
Yep, it's gonna fucking book it. That was a 4 on a d100. It is not staying. It is going. It is running. It is getting the shit out of there, and it wants gone. It spends part of its movement ending up in the water, and when it's in the water moving, it moves hella fucking quick. Can anyone move faster than 60?
Hell no.
No.
Like, I dash.
Fuck no.
It is getting away then. There is one more individual. And oh yeah, shit. Mop! Mop!
Oh no.
They like come clambering out of this thing. They're just mopping helplessly. They had disadvantage to their save
We
because
get the same-
they were fully submerged and had sensitive hearing.
Oh no. I will throw her a rope or something.
Yeah. The mop. Except the rope and
I'm so
clamber out of the water.
sorry.
Is she
I
hurt?
can't hear you. She's not injured. She's just been deafened by the blast. She had cover.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, when she steps out, it appears to be an elfin woman with particularly long hair, who's like their hair is literally made of water. Their clothing as well leaves nothing to the imagination because it too appears to be constantly moving water. In her hands appears to be a, admittedly now very waterlogged ration bar.
Savin. Natalie.
Titian-like.
Titian-like.
I have opened up my book of crazy and are adding octopus people.
Yep, sweet. It's right there next to frog people, and then there's like an arrow and an X in between. Connected? Big question mark.
The bat metal version is so good.
Yep. I do fucking adore me some Death Clock. Although I'm personally also a big fan of the Water God.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait until Jason and the water elf get their hearing back.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Yes, Jason, by the time you're like dressed and stuff, you could probably use a prestidigitate because you are fucking drenched head to toe. Thankfully, that potion has you feeling not cold.
Yeah, I'm drenched, but Viv can just prestidigitate the water off. Yeah.
And the mud, lots of mud. You don't want to
yeah.
rust in your pants.
No.
All right, there's other, and also they have plenty of time to become deceased in the water.
What the hell were those things?
Octopus people!
Can I make a nature check or something?
Yeah, nature check.
Sure, that's my wheelhouse.
Is it though?
Water stuff isn't really your specialty. Oh god, yeah, no. Water stuff is really not your specialty. They definitely appear to be goblinoid. But you never come across them before.
Can I make a nature check for it?
Of course.
Well,
How's a 15 do for you?
A 15? A 15 will tell you that these are water goblins. They are very nasty little predators. They usually, they will occasionally leave the water if something comes next to it to, like, feed. Say a gazelle leans down into the water, they'll just fucking jump out and yank it down and under, and they're usually quite good at stabbing things to death. If enough of them attack the same target at once, like that gang up thing does indeed stack. At 2, it's they attack with advantage. At 3, it's attack with advantage and damage is also drop lower, which in the case of 2d4 means I would have to do 4d4 drop 2, but whatever. And then also if all 4 of them manage to attack someone, then they can start doing a thing where they just fucking wrap up and suffocate someone to death. It's very unpleasant if they attack in groups. However, in this case, they split their damage and never had all 4 together because one of them got immolated immediately. Yes, they are not very pleasant creatures, but they are thankfully quite weak. They generally rely on being a pain in the ass to kill because they're in the water.
So, here's a question. Since good boy Ludwig has natural cold resistance, is it
Yes.
safe for him to, hop in the water and go loot all this shit?
Yes, he absolutely can. And he's semi-corporeal, which means he generally isn't slowed by water. He just essentially just begins walking through it. However, if he wants to actually swim, it's still a doggy paddle, but he can walk along the water surface just to the caravan.
Yeah,
Sorry,
alright,
walk
just-
along
just
the riverbank, like
do
the
his
underneath.
Jesus impression. Just go over there.
Yeah. Let's see here. Can you roll a... I don't think he has investigate at all, but he probably has something close enough.
I
Let's see.
mean, he actually does.
He has investigate? Then
Yeah.
yeah, roll his investigate.
Boop. But wait,
Okay.
there's more.
Oh,
Alright, now.
Barely more. It would appear that Ludwig has trouble finding anything that isn't just like a heavy box of rations.
Oh,
Let's see here. Can you roll me a d20?
sure.
Okay. He finds some like maintenance, like bridle equipment and stuff for horses. That is really quite nice quality.
Cool.
If you expend them, then you get advantage on a singular check to for a horse to resist being exhausted by pushing travel an extra day.
Cool. That'll be useful for Raisin and Cherry.
Yep. So yeah. And yeah, he'll pull that out, and then that seems to be the most of whatever he can gather. Step out of the water, and although there's no water dripping off of him, still shakes himself off in a very dog-like manner before
Who's a
looking
good
relatively pleased
boy?
with himself. Happy silent barking noises.
Good boy.
And at this point, you guys are no longer deafened, which is delightful.
So, who are you, Miss Water Elf Lady?
Oh goodness, my ears are still ringing. I am a spirit. I don't know that I have a name, frankly. Never really needed one.
I'm really sorry about the deafness thing. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
I imagine so. She looks into the water and there are like sort of bobbing goblinoid corpses. She was like, it seems that it was most effective on those. I personally am just glad that I had a wall between me and it. It was certainly loud.
So, what were you doing in the carriage there?
Well, it crashed on my home and there was food inside, so I went to take a look. And I had some of it. It was quite tasty.
Did you see who put it in there? Did it just like come unhitched with the horses and just fly in?
I remember there being a large noise and a banging, and then my home was squashed.
Well, that is unfortunate.
What
Very
happened to the
much so. I was
horses?
very fond of it. I had the corral just laid out exactly perfect.
The corral?
Coral. I don't know why my tongue twisted over that completely. I had the coral lined up just how I liked.
Hmm.
Do you know
Well-
how hard it is to cultivate coral in an underwater spring? Very.
Well, have you seen any people walking along the riverbed lately? It seems to be that it just like points out all the other carts. It seems to be a recurring theme around this area.
Oh, I believe all of these were crashed at the same time. They were tethered together. That one was the most intact one since it did land on my home. The others are quite smashed up and a lot of it drifted away. I'm afraid if you're looking for the feed, it's quite mostly ruined. There might be some cases that are still usable, that were sealed. That's where I got one of
Honestly-
these, and she will indicate a mildly waterlogged ration bar.
I'm more concerned about the people who were with these carts. Did you see what happened to them?
People? No.
Or horses?
No.
Very strange.
She looks around. Oh, right, there should be something carrying these, right?
Yes, kind of
No,
like these. And Thyri will point to her horses.
You have some very nice looking horses. No, I'm afraid there were no people or horses. They just got something into my lake.
Huh. How very odd.
I'm very rude.
Indeed.
She brushes herself off, which admittedly just makes water splash around on her person, and lots of beautiful elfin flesh is on show, but doesn't seem entirely perturbed by it.
Hmm. Well, I am sorry about your house.
On the plus side, although it was mildly ear-ringing, you haven't knocked it off the entrance to my home, which is most wonderful. Would you like in for a spot of tea?
I'm fairly certain I cannot breathe water. I've tried before.
Yes, most people can't. That would be a problem. Very well.
It's also very cool.
It is?
She'll just like shift her heavy cloak. Yeah, land striders tend to get cold and very easily.
That's very inconvenient. Have you tried not being one?
I have actually. It's a lot harder than you think to transmute flesh.
Darn. Well, if you ever succeed, you can come over for tea.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent. She seems quite satisfied with this absurd back and forth.
Alright, well, we should track down whoever did this to the caravan, or what happened to the caravan if no one did anything to it. Hopefully it's not another great beast.
I hope it's another great beast. They're incredibly valuable.
Oh yeah.
They're
very
great
loud.
beasts. They are very loud and very stompy. I would hate to just let you leave without doing you a favor. I can try and help recover some of the belongings down in there for you.
Oh, right.
You
That's
did,
something
after
that
all.
we needed.
Yes, you did, after all, get that carriage knocked off of the entrance to my home and killed those nasty little goblins.
I forgot that we actually came here to recover the food.
Well, we more or less came out to find out what happened to the food carriages.
Is there a nest of these things? She'll just like point at the bobbing corpses.
You know, that's the strange thing about goblins. I'm sure there are plenty, but I could never find all of the bastards. I swear, if I had clothing, they would steal that too.
They sure would.
I'm beginning to suspect I might not like goblins.
She wrinkles a cute button nose and looks into the water. I'll be right back. And just sort of leaps in, and incredibly gracefully, now that she's not like clambering out of it deafened. It's literally a 15-foot swan dive, and she just ends up into the water. And let's see here. Can someone roll me a d60 plus 20?
Sure.
So she's going to be at it for like nearly 50 minutes, swimming around and gathering bits and pieces for you. And in the end...
Short rest.
Yeah, you guys can essentially just take a short rest then.
I have
okay.
all my sorcery points I didn't use back.
Yep. She will recover 10 ration crates. They are mostly waterlogged. Well, the crates themselves are waterlogged, but the rations were contained in well enough order, like they had, like wax box sealing, that they are for the most part okay. Maybe there are a few like outer bars that are a little bit drenched, but for the most part, it's 10 usable rations. Well, sorry, 10 usable boxes of rations even. They are very heavy though, so yeah, it takes her a while to get them out crate by crate. However, while they're in the water, she seems quite capable of lifting them. Like, her arms are basically noodle uselessness once she's like reaches the edge of the water, and we'll have to have one of you drag them the rest of the way out. But
Oh, that's
Yeah,
alright.
I'll do that.
Got
I'll
a
do that.
carriage, so transporting them won't be a problem.
yep, again, an incredibly fucking useful thing that I gave you far too easily. But oh well. It's just I think that overland travel can be such a fucking pain in the ass sometimes, and so giving people nice early conveyance as well for carrying heavy shit is just a godsend.
And then
Why
you
you
leave
guys-
your overland travel mechanism somewhere, and then the wheels get stolen.
By goblins, probably, the bastards.
Or by
That's why you gotta-
skeletons.
That's why you gotta
Yeah,
carry
you have to
so-
replace like all of your character's wheels get stolen, so you just have to put 4 bone wheels down instead. And they're just fucking traveling like with style.
Yeah, you guys just aped Sleep's carriage because he's not in the campaign anymore.
Carriages are so fucking useful. I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that I was kind of tempted to get before I realized I got a free stone mount was going to be some kind of a mechanized magic carriage and have to worry about shitting around with things.
Your mount is pretty dope.
Yeah, I like Madam Hoots, the giant stone griffin. It's also using the token of fattest pigeon, which is the best. So it's a large fattest pigeon made of stone. And it transports a paladin gargoyle in full play around. So, you know, it has to be the fattest. It's got a lot of weight to lug.
Amazing.
Yep. It's a fun game, man. Fun game. Okay. So, you finish your short rest, and the water spirit seems quite pleased with herself for acquiring those boxes. She will continue to, like, munch on a couple of the ration bars that were already quite waterlogged. Well, that was all lovely. Oh, yes, I already invited you in for tea. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to offer, but my thanks. Thank you again.
Of course.
She'll just sort of push them, and they just start drifting downriver. Goblins.
Anytime. I guess we should probably get going to find whatever happened to the caravan crew.
Sure, thank you, sweeties. If you ever come by again, just say hello to the water. If I'm in earshot, then I'll come say hello back. This whole river's mine, so I can usually hear pretty good.
That must be incredibly useful.
It is, unless it explodes. Pouts.
Shifty eyes.
Yeah, you are all able to hop back in carriage and continue on. And now the question is, which way do you go?
We're gonna follow the trail, right? The is totally not a trail.
You mean the road?
Well, didn't you say in the direction it was dragged off in, and then it was
That was where you just ended up.
Oh, in that case, we should look for tracks of like monsters or people going away from here.
Okay. All right, that is going to be hard because it's been a bunch of days, and that's just people tracks, and the weather has been shit, swapping between rain and snow for the past couple of days.
And while we're doing that, I'm gonna hurl Titian up into the sky and have him range around for a bit and see if he can spot any like caves nearby or something that might be a lair.
Okay, monster layers. Let's see here. All right, perception checks
I'm amazing at those. Isn't
and
it?
survivals. Whoever wants
Is
to
it
do
just
those.
like one and yeah?
Yeah, one or the other. If you're doing advantage,
Christ
you can't be doing
almighty,
your own roll.
Titian. Wait, no, you have an actual perception
Wait.
skill. Never
He
mind.
has an actual. I was going to say it was a perception roll. Oh god, that was fate. I was going to say you have to keep those same d20s. Just, but never mind. You rolled ass.
Yeah, like I said, shouldn't Hoff be rolling survival because he has a +5 and giving him advantage because isn't that what we're doing?
Make
I
Hoff
thought
make
any of
all
us could
rolls.
do either of the skills.
Sorry. Yep, and you can't do double duty. So it's one or the other check or one or the other advantage.
Well, too late now.
I guess so. There are still people who haven't done their checks though. So.
Oh, so everyone gets a check now rather than giving one person
Well,
advantage?
no, as in no one's given up. Not everyone has given up a turn. So
I think I'll roll survival if everyone's cool with that.
sure. Is anyone giving Jason advantage?
Sure, I'll.
Okay.
I'm back.
Thank you for
Jason
that.
has advantage. All right. So it's a 17 survival for looking for tracks. And welcome back, Hoff. Seeing as you're probably the the last remaining one with a decent pair of eyes. Would you like to roll perception with Jeanette's help?
Okay.
Again, at least you can definitely smoke those checks. Also, a short rest was spent. You can probably scrap together some stuff and restring your bow.
Okay. Note to self: get bowstring.
Yeah, if you want it to be, that's like you're gonna have to have things on hand for like quick in the field fuckery. Usually not a concern, but you failed so often that I'm like, this has got to be leaving like a mark in his finances, his abilities to keep spares.
I mean,
Okay.
I still have 2 other bows, but
They aren't masterwork, I know.
yep, and meh.
Fair enough. Okay. So, let's see here. Jason, although there aren't tracks anymore, you can see like evidence of, I suppose, like tracks becoming worn away. It's hard to get a direction from them or even an idea of what the tracks belongs to. It's just that there is essentially like ground that is more turned up than the rest. It appears to coincide with this caravan, although it is honestly quite hard to say. Like, just time has not been good with you, and nor has the weather. Jace, nothing bad seems to be hiding out there in the darkness. Like, there's nothing strange to spot whilst you're out there. Which direction are you going to be traveling in? North onwards to Overland with the goods, or back to Watchland?
Let's first deliver the goods.
Yeah, we should probably go to Overland to drop this stuff off.
Okay. Let's see here. The weather is also going to clear up, which is nice. At last. I mean, it clears up in time for evening, so it doesn't get any brighter for you, but at the very least, it's not going to be like a night camping out in abject fucking misery. Let's see here. You probably get about as far as there over the rest of the day. You're particularly close to something that Thyri would know about, and probably Jace for being a local, the old tree. A titanic tree that you can generally see from like the road along Maker's Rest and from like some top buildings in Overland Keep. It's a titanic tree that always looks like it is dead, except occasionally flowers will bud off of it and fall away, as though it was struck by great bolts of lightning a long time ago. And it's always been a feature that's always been there. You're not very far from it, actually. You're about an hour away if you wanted to do so by foot, which would be advisable. Trying to get the carriage through, like, you know, little nestles of trees and, like, the muddy ground would be incredibly challenging.
So, why do we want to go there?
Go ahead.
Pardon, sorry, Savin?
I said, why do we want to go there? Is it, like, good luck to go, like, rub the tree's belly or something?
Listen,
No, it's
I
just
need
if you wanted to like, for instance, camp out the tree, it's something that you would have to, like, you know, guide through on foot. That would not be advisable with a carriage itself. You'd have to leave behind.
I'm not
Listen,
leaving my carriage.
Yeah.
If
If you
it
wanted to
has
investigate it, though, it's an
flower
hour's
buds
walk
mean
away.
good luck. That I know.
It's true. Rubber butts do mean good luck.
I need the good luck. Come on.
It's an hour's walk if you're willing to make that walk.
I mean, I'm willing.
All right.
I mean, you could stay at the carriage if you want. I'll walk along with him and make sure that he gets back in there, okay?
I don't like the idea of us splitting up.
You hear DM laughter in the background.
Just look up from my book. Wait, what are we doing?
So, wanna investigate a tree that's as old as the beginning of time, or wanna go to Overlands?
Well, you
don't
have to
we
camp for the night anyway, because it's night. You could keep traveling. That would be some exhaustion rolls for your rides, and also more dangerous because it's dark as fuck. That said, I won't stop you. Would you like to continue on into the night onwards to Overland Keep?
Sounds like a bad idea.
I'd say we should just camp here on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's definitely the better idea.
All right then. So I'm gonna start setting up my tent.
Excellent. And you know what? I think now is a good time for us to bring this session to a close.
Okay.
I sadly just have a lot of shit to do. And also this would give Savin time to do whatever life shit happens before COC and D later.
It's true.
Before we completely close, is there anything that you would like to ask or do?
Nah, I'm good.
I want to go to that fucking tree.
That will actually have stuff going on, so I might have to prepare a little bit for that.
Okay.
But yes, I shouldn't need reminding about that, so that's fine. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Excellent. The projects that you've handed over to Jen's daughter are 2 days in, I believe, because you gave it to her a day past onto the... No, just a day in. You did a lot in that first day. So she has 6 more days of production to go. I believe that's it. Thank you very much for playing, you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.